Alright everybody, back on the Andromeda. This is the start of part 8, and what I'm going to be working on tonight is the engine back here. I'll just take that off. I have to re-glue this red piece back in on the inside of the engine, but before I do that I'm going to have to hit the inside. You can see it right there with some tulip to light block it. I'll have to do it on all four, because it got a little light leak on the fin here on the inside where that joins the part, and the tulip will take care of that. Then I'll have to clean up the inside here a little bit to remount this part inside, so I'll be working on that tonight. And then if I'm not mistaken, this part right here where my finger is mounts right up here, and I'm going to put that on, and then I'm going to use 0.5 millimeter, it's real thin plastic, for a backing for these two parts here, because they're open on the other end. And I'm just going to lay them here, draw it out with a pencil, then cut it out, and then glue it to the back side. And then this part here I'm going to mount to the base. Now I have to paint that by hand. The other one I may just put it together and paint it as well. I thought about putting both of them on the base, like one in the front and then one in the back. I'll think about that when I get around to that. So I'm going to get started here working on the Andromeda. I figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. I have it down in the spray booth, and what I'm going to do today is mask it off again, cover up that primer, and I'm going to hit it with a couple more coats of the Hall Red. Just to give it a little bit more. I had to touch it up down here anyways, so I'm just going to give it a couple more coats. When I'm finished with that, then I've got some parts to mount on top, and that little part above the bridge, I'll have to mask that off, and then I'm gonna hit it with some I think it's gunship gray. I have to mount those two like fins in the back rear here on these small engines, like on the bottom right there. So I got a little work ahead of me here today, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. I hit it a couple more times with some Hall Red, mashed it off first, and hit it a couple more times. It turned out really nice. These parts I already hit with gunship gray. They go down here where those slots are opened up. I'm not going to mount these tonight. These two small parts go on the bridge, and then I think these two parts right here, where my fingers are, go on to the top of the small engines in the back. I don't think I'm going to hit it with any more paint tonight. I'm going to let this sit overnight. I just don't want to scuff it up. I hit those parts back here a couple more times with Hall Red. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a wrap for what I worked on today with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. Yesterday I took it down to the spray booth and I hit it with some more Hall Red. What I'm using is the Tamiya Hall Red XF-9. What I'm going to be working on today is putting these two small parts right here. They go up here on top of the bridge. These two here go on, one on each side on the top small engines in the rear, like the bottom here. These two parts I'm going to hold off on because they go right in the back of the bridge, kind of probably like that. I don't want to break them, so I'll probably mount them last. I got my tools out, so I'm going to get ready and get started here. Hopefully if I get this done early enough today, I can take it down to the spray booth and hit it with some gunship gray and film that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on the Andromeda. Figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Andromeda. I have it upside down and off the base. Give everybody a good look at the hull red. Turned out really nice. I cleaned up these two parts, these two sides on the Andromeda, because this part right here goes on one side, and the other one I already cleaned up. It's off. It goes on that side right there. This part here mounts back here. Should have looked at the instructions, because this part here goes on the back side here. I'm going to have to hit that with hull red. And it gets this little part that goes on top of here. I'm going to have to hit that either with hull red or hit it with some gunship gray. It might look good. Might add a little bit more color down the bottom here. I'll decide that when I get it down to the spray booth. So I'm going to continue on working on this. I figured I'd share this with everybody. Give everybody a good look at the hull red. Looks really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on this, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Andromeda. These three parts up front here are glued down. Looking good. Taking shape. This part back here is glued down. This is not. I'm debating whether to paint this part hull red or gunship gray. It's just sitting on there right now. I'm not going to put that on until probably last, because I don't want to break anything. Then I'm going to go ahead and use some Tamiya flat black XF-1 to highlight some areas on the Andromeda. I'm going to do that next. I'm going to take care of the bottom as much as possible before I flip it over and do the top. I'll work on the top maybe later on today, but I'm going to finish up the bottom as much as possible. So I figured I'd share this with everybody on what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on the Andromeda. This is Friday night, October 23rd, and what I'm going to be doing with the bottom of the Andromeda is to use some weathering on it. The other day at the model shop I picked this Tamiya weathering kit up. It has orange rust, gunmetal, and silver. And on the inside here has a nice little applicator here to use. A couple brushes on it, and a brush and a tip. Look like I got quite a bit in there, so it's going to last quite a while. And then over here I have some more weathering. I have two types of red. I have muddy red, rusty red. I got two types of green, mildew green and patina green. I have two browns, dirty brown, rusty brown. I have faded blue, grimy black, highlighted white, gritty yellow, grungy gray. With the reds up here, the muddy red and the rusty red, I may use one of them or both of them for the bottom of the Andromeda. I have these little micro brushes. This is a fine tip to it here. I've had these for quite a while, and then this is a super fine tip on it. So that will be good to use either one of those for weathering on the bottom of the Andromeda. This is the first time I'm ever going to weather something, so I'm going to take my time and see what spots I want to use the weathering on. I think the orange rust would probably be the best for the bottom, being hull red, which is Tamiya XF-9. That's what I used on the bottom here. So maybe this orange rust will look pretty good on there, and maybe a couple of the colors I may put on the bottom of the Andromeda. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on the Andromeda, weather it and see what it looks like, and then I'll film that. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. Tonight I mounted these two tanks, or whatever they may be. I've weathered the ends, the tips here on each tank with some Tamiya orange rust. I would say I'm finished with the bottom here for now. I'm going to flip this over, put it back on its base, and apply the parts that I need to put on top of the Andromeda, and then maybe tomorrow I can finally take it down to the spray booth and hit it with some, if I can find it here, where is it? Well, I don't have it up here on my workbench, but I think it's gunship gray that I'm using for the top of the Andromeda. So hopefully I'll get this finished tonight, like I said, and I can take it down to the spray booth tomorrow, mask the bottom off, and then hit it with a couple coats of gunship gray. I think it's gunship gray. So I'm going to continue on working on this. Figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on the Andromeda. I just finished the bottom earlier today, and I mounted those two tanks, and it's really looking good now. I would say I'm done with the bottom. What I'm going to do tonight is mount these two parts and these two parts. These two parts go up on top of the bridge. One goes here, and another one on the opposite side. And of course these two here, one goes on each tank, not tank but engine, one on each side like the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on the Andromeda. Give everybody another look at the bottom. It's really starting to take shape. Hopefully if I finish this up tonight, I can take it down to the spray booth tomorrow and hit it with a couple coats of gunship gray on top. So I'm going to continue on working with the Andromeda. Figured I'd share this with everybody. Everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. Yesterday and today I've been working on it, putting the parts that I had left to apply to the model. These two parts here I applied earlier today. These two above the bridge I applied yesterday. The two tanks below I applied them last night. I have it down in the spray booth, so I'm going to get ready to mask this off and get ready to paint it with some gunship gray, number 4752. That's showing up clear or not. That's what I'm going to use for the top. I'm just going to have to mask off the bottom where I painted already all red. This part over here goes underneath. I think it mounts like right up in here. Again, I'm going to hit that with Hall Red, the whole thing. I'll be doing that too today. Got my tape and everything ready, my scissors. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on the Andromeda. It's going to take a little time for me to mask this off and get it ready for a couple coats of gunship gray. Figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Andromeda. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, a last look at the Andromeda before I hit the top with some gunship gray. I just masked everything off on the bottom. That was a fun job. A little tedious, but I got it done. Same for the other side. Got that all done too. I'll double check it here in a minute to see if everything's still secure and snug on the model before I hit it with some paint. So I figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on the Andromeda. I finally finished the top. I hit it with several coats of gunship gray. I just took the mask off. Everything looks really cool. I really like the results. Turned out really nice. Once I take it upstairs and having a better lighting area, I'll film it again. Down here in the spray booth, my lighting, I need to upgrade that eventually. Hopefully I'll keep my fingers crossed. I won't have to touch the top up, but if I have to, I'll have to. But I think it turned out really great. Looks really cool. Only thing I got to do now to the front is put that little piece on the front here. I have the front weapons effect masked off. I'll take that off when I get upstairs, and then the top here, that bridge part section here that I have painted, I'm gonna have to take the tape off of there. I have to hit this with some Hall Red before I take it upstairs. These are those characters. I hit the back side, I put some plastic on them and sealed them up, and I just used what extra gunship gray I had and just did the back of them. I have to paint these by hand. It turned out really nice. This one's the one that goes on the base. That turned out alright. So I'm going to continue on working on the Andromeda. I'm going to finish this off and call it a wrap. Figured I'd share this with everybody. The work I'm doing on the Andromeda. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Andromeda. Last weekend I painted the top with gunship gray, and it turned out pretty decent. Other than right in here, I'm going to have to touch it up, and over here, and a little bit over here, so I may mask the whole bottom off again and hit the whole top with another coat or two. Other than this little minor touch up, it turned out pretty decent. I have the guns just sitting there right now because they will turn. Haven't touched the base up yet. Turn it around here, everybody get a better look at it. I still have a little more work to do. I want to weather the top of it as well, give it a little weather to it. I did to the bottom of the Andromeda, and it didn't turn out too bad. It's really looking really cool. I like how it's turning out. I know I'm taking my time with this. The last time I posted was like 3 weeks ago. Try to get a little bit of the bottom there. Go ahead and turn it back around. Another look at the bottom. What I'm going to be working on tonight is putting these pieces on, the small engines, at least 2 of them, on the bottom, because the bottom of the Andromeda is finished. So I'm going to go ahead and take the mask off here and on the other side, and go ahead and mount these little pieces. They're clear red, so they're going to look pretty cool. I'm going to hold off on the top too, because I'm going to have to take this back down to the spray booth, like I said, and hit it a couple more times with some gunship gray. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on working on this. I figured I'd share this with everybody. Thank everyone for watching, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. This is Saturday, October 31st, and I'd like to wish everybody a happy and safe Halloween. I'm not going out tonight and doing anything special. I'm going to be working on the Andromeda. Got it down in the spray booth. I'm going to get ready to tape it off where I need to tape it off. I'm going to hit the top with some more gunship gray right here, number 4752. Since I have it flipped over and everybody's getting a look at the bottom, I'm going to mask it off up here so I can hit it real good up front here with some gunship gray. I did a little weathering on it, as you can see. I'm not going to go crazy with the weathering, but once I get the top with a couple more coats of gunship gray, then I'm going to weather that a little bit. Last couple of days I did work on the two small engines in the rear here, and I mounted the two red pieces. I still have to mount the top two once I get the extra couple coats of paint on top. I used canopy glue on those, and they turned out really decent. I'll probably have to touch up around them with some Hall Red, but turned out pretty good. I have all my tape and my scissors ready to get started on this. I should only have to maybe hit this a couple more times on the top with gunship gray. The Hall Red, I did use several coats to get it to where I like it. So I know I just got to touch up the top a little bit. I showed that in a previous video, but I may paint the whole top again, hit a couple more coats. So I'm going to continue on working on this today and hopefully call it a wrap, the top part with the gunship gray. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Andromeda. I hit the top already with several more coats of gunship gray. That will be Model Masters acrylic, gunship gray, number 4752. I really like the results this time. It turned out really sharp, and between the Hall Red on the bottom and the gunship gray on top, it really looks good. There's a better shot right there. Like I said, on the bottom here, you can turn this around, I did the rear bottom engines, put the clear red pieces on. I'll just have to touch up around those engines with some Hall Red. Now that I'm happy with the second coat of paint on top, well, several coats of the gunship gray, I'm going to let this sit overnight. Tomorrow I could probably mount those two top pieces with the clear red. Here's the other side. Turned out really good. Like it, it's pretty cool. Another shot at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a wrap for part 8. Try to get this up on my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank all my YouTube subscribers for watching my builds, and everybody have a good day.